Hey Aquarius, welcome to your June 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started, my friends, and jump straight in. I hope you're all doing well. You pulled the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and you pulled the Five of Pentacles here. You pulled two cards, so I'm going to pull this card out. It's the Wheel of Fortune. All right, let's see here. One thing that I'm picking up here, Aquarius, there's a lot about long-term planning, about long-term goals here that you're wanting to accomplish, things that are on the horizon here that your soul is feeling pulled toward, and also where you're allowing yourself here, especially with this Chariot being here in the position of something, I knew it was going to go blurry. The Chariot being here in the position of something that you're doing that is working for you this month. The Chariot's all about, I'm ready for growth and expansion. I'm going to keep pushing forward, moving forward. Keep pushing the envelope. And that Ten of Pentacles being here for the overall energy, this is about long-term goals, things that you're trying to achieve, the heaven on earth that you're trying to create here. And so I like this. There's a lot about you really starting to get really focused about what are the most important things here for you and yourself, or for you and maybe others with the Ten of Pentacles, but just about what's the most important thing for yourself and the things that you're trying to accomplish long-term. And that Five of Pentacles and the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune is in the position of something that is working against you. The universe is saying here with the Wheel of Fortune deals with changes, the change of seasons, the transitions of things. Wheel of Fortune is always natural, easy transitions to where there's grace, to where there's also luck involved as well. One thing that I'm seeing here is like the Five of Pentacles to me is like a past timeline. The universe is saying here, like, don't fall back into like a past timeline here. You pulled the High Priestess, King of Wands, the Five of Cups. Let's see, you got the Devil here, the Two of Cups, and you have the Queen of Wands here as well. I'll show you this. Not too bad. I'm gonna pull your Oracle cards here, Aquarius. You have this Mercury card, you have this Opportunity, and you have this Stillness here. I do feel like there is an opportunity here that the universe is giving you this month. And that's what I'm kind of seeing in that Five of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune does deal with opportunities, right? Opportunities that allow growth and expansion and for good changes to happen. But that Five of Pentacles is saying, don't deny these opportunities because you may regret them here. So we're going to clarify this reading, take a more deeper look at it. But with the Queen of Wands being here in the outcome, I do feel by the end of the month here, you're radiating positivity and happiness here. And I feel like things are starting to become more clear. Like intuitively, I'm picking up things are becoming more clear about your dreams, your aspirations, and the things that you're inspired by, that you're seeing more clearly defined for yourself about the future. Like you're seeing them in the future more defined. You have the High Priestess here in your current energy. High Priestess is all about the gestation of the womb, where we're reflecting and thinking about newer things, newer seeds we want to plant, newer potentials here that we want to tap into and create. And I see you doing a lot of that right now with the High Priestess, right? Maybe you're doing self-reflection, meditating, who knows? But the High Priestess is something new is being born here. And that Ten of Pentacles, this is about long-term goals in the heaven on earth, and the long form manifestations of how you want things to be. You have the King of Wands here in the challenge. King of Wands can deal with like a temperament. It's a part of ourselves. It's a part of our being. King of Wands really has a lot to do with self-determination, right? And seizing the initiative here. And so the universe is saying here, like, whenever you really allow things to gestate to the point to where it's like, okay, you have everything defined and you know what it is that you're doing, King of Wands is saying, take the initiative, right? Understand that all the power lies within you here. It's interesting, you did pull this Five of Cups in the future position here. I think there are some disappointments that you're trying to move through, and that's why the Stillness card is coming out here. This card, and it's one of your cards, has the Aquarius symbol on it. This is all about disconnecting, because even when I was just saying about reflection, you can see that this bird is being reflected, right, upon the water. So like there's this stillness with the High Priestess being in your current energy to where you're getting a deeper sense of analysis and perspective through reflection. And I think you are moving through some of this disappointing energy here, which I still see you moving through a little bit, but for the most part, you're allowing things to be water under the bridge. You're allowing yourself to get back into the flow of things here. We're going to have to clarify and see what that Five of Cups is more specifically. But the universe is saying here, if you need time to be still, High Priestess, and allow yourself to give yourself time to be able to think and reflect here. The Two of Cups as your advice. You know, Two of Cups as advice is, it could deal with others, right? And so for some of you, I really do pick up this energy. It's like you're wanting to be of service to others. It's like maybe you're wanting to motivate and inspire others, right? When it comes to work and career or just some type of service. But also I feel like you're trying to find those things within inside you that are going to motivate and inspire you to evolve and to start to become more. So the universe, you know, with this reading, the universe or spirit, whatever you want to call it, as the advice, the Two of Cups is like, give yourself the permission here to transcend, right? To become greater. And I do see you doing that with the Queen of Wands being here in the outcome. But that Five of Cups, we're gonna have to see what that is. I think there's some things here that you're being really challenged by, but ultimately it's there to help you grow, and I think you realize that. You have the Devil card here in the position of something you're unaware of. The Devil card could be to where we're putting a very hard emphasis on the material world, right? I don't always see the Devil as negative or toxic, although it can be, just depending on what the context is of the reading. But with the High Priestess above it, this is the spiritual and the material, right? I really feel like you're trying to deepen your sense of connection spiritually to the things in your life that are in alignment and resonate with your soul that you want to create. Not just not just focusing on just the material benefit of it, right? I think you're really being like, okay, like, what does my soul actually want, and how can I align with this on a deep, meaningful level? You did pull this Mercury card. It says messages here. So there could be some important messages here coming through in the month of June. But Mercury deals with the intellect as well. It's the way that we're thinking, right? The way that we're processing information, the way that we're trying to understand and relate to things. And I see a lot of that here happening. That's my dog in the background. He needs to go pee. It's been raining all day here in Texas. The weather's just been weird though in Texas. I don't know if anybody lives in the South or near Texas. It's just been weird. My girlfriend's trying to take him out right now, but he's at a standstill. All right, let's clarify this. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles here for your overall energy. The heaven on earth that you're creating, that you're really getting focused about. What is this about? The Ten of Cups. It's the heaven on earth, not only materially, but spiritually, emotionally fulfilling, spiritually fulfilling here. There is really this energy of you really being like, this is what I'm manifesting, and this is what I'm seeing, and these are the things that I want to create long term. Clarify the High Priestess in your current energy. You have the Knight of Wands here. I'm laughing at my dog. He doesn't like the thunder, so he doesn't like thunderstorms. You have the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess in your current energy at this time. Yeah, it's like all this energy that is just vibrating within inside your being that's ready to just be unleashed. Right, because you have the self-determination. You're just really reflecting and thinking like, okay, how can I manifest this? So you're charged up here, Aquarius. You charged up. Oh shit. Clarify the Chariot. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, one thing that you're doing that's working for you is Two of Pentacles is learning the dance of change. It's like when we want to incorporate new things into our destiny, where we want to make certain changes in regards to the direction of our destiny. And so all the things that you're putting together and applying yourself toward is helping you move forward and triumph here. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, for something that you're doing that is working against you. Five of Wands here. Universe is also saying here too, believe in this transition. Believe that things can turn out for you in a positive way. The reason why I say that is because the Five of Wands is Saturn in Leo, and the Five of Pentacles is it's Mercury and Taurus, and that creates a square in astrology. So the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. It's ready to bless you and open up new opportunities and things to expand into. But however, the square here is like, I really see intuitively like you're trying to figure out how to communicate and understand something more practically, or trying to understand how you can bring the most value to something, and it's clashing with maybe your confidence with something. I'm just gonna keep it real, right? It's like you're trying to figure out like, okay, like how do I express this, or how do I bring this part of my being out here? It's like you're trying to tailor things and perfect things is what I'm seeing. It's because you're wanting to grow and become more confident. But there's this tension between trying to understand what are those things that you want to make better and improve. Clarify the King of Wands in the challenge. You have the Nine of Swords here. You could be stressed out because there's a lot on your mind that you're wanting to accomplish and wanting to do. And that King of Wands is like, you're trying to figure it all out at one time, but the universe is just saying here, like, just get started. That's the best thing you can do. Just take the initiative here and you'll figure out the answers along the way. You don't have to have everything figured out at this time. You need to trust your intuition and your gut instincts when it comes to that High Priestess Nine of Wands. Clarify the Two of Cups as the advice. I'll give you a solid example. I tried to do readings earlier and I was just like, I'm just not feeling this shit. I'm not feeling it. And then I read something on the pattern. They have the pattern, and it was saying something about it's about intuitively merging into things at this time, right? If you're trying to use the mind too much, you're gonna get fucking overwhelmed. It's about intuitively flowing into things. Yeah, the Two of Cups, the World card, as the advice here. Two of Cups, the World card is about synergizing and integrating past lessons, knowledge and wisdom into your being here. So the advice is saying here is like you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, and you're starting to get a better sense of understanding. Once you integrate all this in, then allow yourself to begin. But also Two of Cups in the World is being of service to the world, right? Believing in your own guidance, right? And bringing your value to the world. And connecting with others. Also, if you need help too, this is about asking for help. Clarify the Five of Cups in the future. You have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's things here that you're trying to put together. Three of Pentacles is, we have an objective that we're trying to get done and we're putting all our energy into it to accomplish it. But it's interesting, it's like you're doing things, but it's like you're not satisfied with them. It's like you're realizing maybe they could be better, right? But, I think you're maybe being a little bit too hard on yourself, Aquarius. I just gotta be real. Maybe it's because you were seeing it and imagining it one way, and then the way it turns out, you're like, well, that's not what I was really imagining, but I guess that works, or something like that. I'm hearing that. I think the universe is saying, like, just be proud of the efforts and of things, starting to shape here. And, don't be too hard on yourself. Some of you may have a Virgo placement. Clarify the Queen of Wands in the outcome. The Emperor here. I like this. The Emperor does deal with achievement, right? Victory and success, building things, putting things together. And this whole process is like showing you here your own sense of personal power when you become focused and when you allow yourself to step outside your comfort zone and to test your abilities and your limits. It's like you're seeing what the power that you have here, and this Queen of Wands is putting you in a more assertive position, and it's giving you a deeper sense of trust with inside yourself to keep creatively expressing yourself and expanding here. Clarify the Devil card in the position of something you're unaware of. pull the Queen of Wands here. Give me one more. And you pulled the Two of Wands. Control. There's something about control here. Aquarius, I'm gonna be real. I gotta keep it real. Maybe it's because it's like you want to be in control of everything, but it's like, and you want to know all the little details of things. But in a way here, it's like, that's only going to drive you crazy with the Nine of Swords being in the challenge. So the universe is saying like surrender control. You know, it doesn't have to be rigid in one way. Allow yourself to be flexible and adaptive and fluid here. You have this conjunction card. It says alliance here. Yeah, you're trying to harness the power of your mind. And you're trying to harness these newer ideas and bring them into reality and creatively expand things. You could be meeting, no, I see you more so like wanting, like you can being more connective, like to the world, like whether it's with your community or groups or relationships here. That's what you're wanting to do. It's like you're wanting to share your ideas here. You have the success card, so you have an opportunity for success this month. And I do see you being or feeling more successful. And you pulled this grow card. I think again, and there's something about you really wanting to grow. And so you're pushing your limits here and you're stepping outside your comfort zone and you're doing your things here. And the universe is saying, Spirit's saying here, yeah, show up to the world. And even if it doesn't go the way you expect, just be proud of yourself that you actually stuck with what you said you were going to do. And it's through that process you just learn, and then you tailor things and perfect things along the way. And I see you doing that, and when you do that, it's like you get into this position of like, all right, yeah, I'm pretty confident now. Like I understand, like just by keep pushing forward or keep moving forward and keep pushing forward and taking the initiative, I'm building momentum here. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius, in your June 2024 monthly reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below. I would love to do a personal reading. If you want one, any question you have, I'll answer. I have 2 new readings up. I got a mini, I got the regular, and I also have the Astro Tarot. So where I'll be taking a look at the astrology using your natal chart and the current transits with the tarot to get a deeper insight into your situation. So that link will be down below in the description. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so. Also hit the thumbs up button if this video resonated with you. And otherwise than that, Aquarius, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll talk to you in the next video.